Trading FOREX, will never need no record deal. Making my own investment, market printing me money.
Peace, guys. Welcome back to Zen's FX Hub, where fundamentals is simplified. So before we hop on the charts, I'm going to tell you guys some things that I'm going to be looking at as far as fundamentally. So we do have the ZEW economic sentiment coming out for the euro. We have inflation data coming out for Canada. We also have retail sales coming out for the US I'm going to be paying attention to. We have the interest rates decision for both Canada and the EU this week as well. So those are the two things I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing. And what else? We got Fed talking. So that's always something to pay attention to because the Fed, can really give us. I feel like with this speech, they might give us their outlook on how they see the economy is going after we just had a super, big announcement April 2nd, Liberation Day with Trump and tariffs, right? So like I said, we have the interest rate decision coming out for the euro. So that's pretty much it. I always really pay attention to all the red folders, but then there are some things that's orange and yellow that I like to read and stuff like that. So for the most part, I will be tapping into everything that's red along with some other things that aren't, okay? So I want to mention something to you guys, right? Because I had created and wrote this ebook titled FOREX Survival Guide, a guide to thriving in trade wars, right? And I put together this ebook because I know a lot of traders right now are going through a lot right now because they don't know how to navigate through these markets, right? Because it's so volatile. Like 1 minute we can be on an uptrend and then Trump comes out and tweets something, and then the next minute the market is dropping 5, 6, 7%, right, in a matter of minutes. So I put together a dope ebook. It's only 11 pages long, so it's not long at all, and the information is super valuable, right? I'll even go ahead and show you guys exactly, just like a little snippet of the ebook so you guys can, see what it will be about. So as you see, right, one of the things I go over is the Trump fade. So pretty much when he tweets and stuff like that, and he comes out and says something, I tell you exactly what to do when you see tweets coming from Trump, because if I'm being honest with you, when Trump tweets things, the markets do react, sometimes immediately and sometimes down the line, right? Perfect example in real time. I believe it was Wednesday, right? Trump tweeted early in the day, like, hey, it's a good time to buy, right? And then later on that day, he came out and announced that he was going to do a 90-day pause on countries, implementing tariffs on majority of the countries except for China and I believe the EU. So once he made that tweet and then he came out with the announcement later on the day, you've seen the stock market they had like a sense of relief. The stock market actually shot up a good a percentage, where a lot of traders were able to capitalize off that if they kind of knew how to navigate through Trump and his tweets and things that he say on his social media platforms. So if this looks like there's something that you're interested in, come over. I'll have the link in this video. You can go ahead and click on the link. The ebook is only $30. I made it super affordable. And again, it's very informative, and I think that it can help your trading out, because based off this information that I shared within this ebook, I was able to make a little over 9,000 last week trading gold, and I'll go ahead and jump to that when we hop on the charts, which we're about to do right now. All right, so top weekly setups, I'm going to be looking at gold, I'm going to be looking at EU, I'm going to be looking at USD JPY, USD Chef, and AUD JPY as well. All right, so I, like a lot of people, I took some L's on gold the week after, a couple of days after Trump came out with his tariffs announcement. I was in buys on gold around here, and I was in profit for a little bit, but then as you can see, the market ended up dropping about 5%. And it ended up dropping down to, the 61% fib level, right? So I tried to buy here and then ended up losing. I bought here, ended up losing. Tried to buy here, ended up losing. Tried to buy here, ended up losing. And then I was like, okay, if the market actually respects this level right here and we don't break below it and actually start trading down lower, I'll be looking to enter and buy again. And that's exactly what I did. I bought gold here, and I have opened 5 trades on gold. So I not only did I buy in this area, I also bought somewhere within this area, somewhere within this area, and somewhere within this area as well. So I have 5 trades open. As you can see, we are on a strong, nice, big uptrend. So I am in deep profits right now. So as far as gold this week, right? What I would like to see. Oh, and I would like to add that I do not have a take profit on my trades because I feel like if we go out, like I don't really look at gold and silver on higher than the daily time frame, but if we go out and look at the weekly time frame, you could just see how we ended last week on this strong bearish move. Bullish move. Look how strong we closed the week. So I feel like gold has the potential to keep ripping higher. Like there are articles like Goldman Sachs said by the end of this year we can see gold get to $4,500 an ounce. Some people predicted $3,200 an ounce, and we actually closed above that. You know what I'm saying? Some people say $3,500 an ounce, and it's so much speculation on how big big of a push we can see with gold this year. And with everything that's going on surrounded by Trump and the tariffs and the economies and certain uh central banks, saying that hey, we might do rate cuts, we might have to do interest rates hikes, we might have to continue to pause. It's just a lot of uncertainty going on right now. And we are in the middle of a trade war. Like I dropped a video and I talked about this, right? What can happen to the market if we end up in a trade war with China? And the things that I talk about in that video are actually happening right now, and you can see it happening within the market. So I don't have a take profit on gold because I feel like we are going to continue to push up. And why would I want to settle and take profits now when this could easily get to 3,500 by next week, and I would be even deeper in profits, right? So what I want to see with gold is, like I was saying in my other market breakdown videos, I was saying how like it's super hard to time and know how much of a pullback we're gonna get with gold because it doesn't always abide by structure the way currency pairs do, right? So it would be nice if we can go ahead and get a pullback down to where we made new highs previously, and then I will be looking to enter again on a buy here and then from there, just enter here and then just let the market push up, right? And if we continue to, keep making new highs, I would like to get some type of pullback down from when we made new highs right here, right? So as of right now, gold can just continue to fly, right? And we might not see a pullback, or if we can get some type of relief and we get some pullbacks here, then I would like to buy in this area. But if it doesn't, I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. Even if we look at it on a 4-hour time frame, there was really not much of a area like as far as pullback, like it pulling back. But me knowing what's going on and preparing myself, like I said, that's the reason why I created this ebook. And while I was creating this ebook, I was able to implement my information into my own trading. That's why I was able to enter like off like little pullbacks like this, right? Because I just had a feeling, and like I said, I prepared myself to know that we're going to continue to push to the upside on gold. So yeah, pullbacks here. That's the only thing that I'm looking for as of right now with gold. Other than that, I'm just gonna enjoy riding this wave to the upside, and as we continue to make new highs. EU had a beautiful trade on EU. I kept it up just so when I do my market breakdown video, I could show you guys this trade. This was a nice snipe. Like I got in literally before the big push to the upside. I wasn't drawn down for a bit, but yes, this trade was actually beautiful. Hit TP and ended up breaking up higher. So what I want to see for EU is we ended the week super bullish. If we can go ahead and get some type of pullback down, because we haven't been at this level since last year of 2024. And we were within this range, right? We was just in this crazy range all last year, even in 2023. That's why last year I wasn't really in trading EU, because it just kept bouncing between these two prices of one like around 110, 112, 105 area. So I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time trying to just day trade, because I like to swing. Especially when it comes to my currency pairs. So I'm like, you know what? I'm staying away from EU. I'm not trading it. And now that we actually got a nice strong bullish close above, compared to what we was getting back here, nothing. It was like wick above and then come right back down to this range. So I would like to see a pullback here, and if we can go ahead and get a nice pullback to that level, I'll be wanting to take profits here, take profit here, take profit here, take profit here, right? Going back to the left to see where liquidity might be at, and just take profit at those levels. So pullbacks on EU looks good, and then I'm still bullish on EU if I'm being honest with you, right? And just putting up FOREX Factory real quick. If we go ahead and see, right, we have, like I said, we have interest rates coming out for the euro. And where is it? Why can't I find it? Am I shot out? Or am I shot out? Yes, right here. So as you can see, there is forecasted to come out, right, 0.25% less. So they're forecasting a 0.25% rate cut. And if we do see EU implement this rate cut, and it actually does come out 2.40, that could give EU what it needs for it to have like a bearish story for us to get that pull back down here, and then a continuation to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at. And if not, if we end up dropping back into this range, then I'm not going to trade EU because I don't have time for this nonsense. Okay, but this was such a beautiful trade. Like, I just look at it, just beautiful, man, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go back to the daily. All right, when it comes to USD JPY, what I would like to see with UJ, and it's so crazy, right? Because I had gotten for a sell last week on UJ, and it literally wicked me out just for it to continue in my direction, which was a bummer. But hey, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? If we could pull back up a little bit, I would like to, even if we come back up to this level right here, I would like to, buy from those areas. But if not, if we don't get a pullback, from retesting these lows or coming back up within this range, then what I would like to see is a break below and then some type of pullback either here, or again, maybe we get like a stronger pullback to this level and then a continuation back to the downside. So I would either want to sell from this area, or I want to sell somewhere here in the middle, or sell somewhere here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at with UJ moving forward. USD Chef, again, I had a nice trade on USD Chef. I actually ended up closing my trade. It almost hit my stop loss. I mean, my take profit. So, but I ended up manually closing. But what I would like to see, is pullbacks, right? If we could get some pullbacks, to this level right here, and then a continuation to the downside, then I would like to look for more sales. If not, kind of the same thing, get a break below and then a retest here and then a continuation to the downside. And I would like to also add, right, the reason why I'm looking at sales for USD Chef and USD JPY is a couple of reasons. And we take a look at the DXY, right? If we take a look at the DXY, and it's so crazy because I predicted that we was gonna see the DXY get to 100.5, and then my next prediction is 93.5, and I said by the end of 2025. I was saying it was gonna get to this level by the end of 2025 as well, and then this was like a more bigger of a push to the downside, and the fact that we got here within like the fourth month into the year, it's just insane, right? So I can definitely see us continuing to push down, and we could possibly see, the dollar get back down to these lows. So I'm still bearish on the DXY, so that's another reason why I'm looking for sales when it comes to USD Chef and USD JPY. And again, not only that, the Chef gold bonds and the Swiss gold bonds and the yen are all safe haven current assets. So if we have a bunch of foreign investors, afraid of what's going on with these markets, and they're dumping their money into gold, and they're dumping their money into the yen, and they're dumping their money into buying the Swiss, that's going to cause the Swiss and the yen to appreciate in value. So we can see things like USD JPY continue to shoot lower, and USD Chef continue to shoot lower, right? So that's why I'm looking for sales on those two pairs, because we have two safe havens against the US dollar, which is clearly on a downtrend, right? And then moving forward, AUDJPY. Now, I know we do have some fundamentals coming out for Australia this week. So, okay, just killed my shit, right? Just blow my shit, right? Sorry about that, guys. So, we do have some, some fundamentals coming out for Australia as far as unemployment rate and unemployment change coming out. And I feel like if the unemployment rate does come out, higher than expected, then that is, bearish for Australia. And then um, on top of that, Australia this recently did rate cuts. Okay, so when you compare that to the yen, which again the yen right now is actually getting bought a lot because foreign investors and other countries are dumping their money into these safe havens. So if you compare the Australian dollar to the yen, I feel like the yen is going to appreciate more than the Australian dollar. So that's why I will be looking for sales when it comes to AJ. Right, this is my gold zone. So as long as we stay within this zone, right, I would definitely be looking to uh to selling. Right, if we break above and then we start to break above like these levels and even above this, then I'll change my perspective. But as long as we stay in this gold zone and then we start seeing lower lows and lower highs in like a 4 hour time frame, then yeah, I'm gonna enter. I'm actually liking this. I don't know if I'm gonna get in on Sunday because I be getting burnt on Sundays. It's like I'll get in for my trade, it will hit my stop loss, and then by Monday, Tuesday, the same trade that I got in on Sunday will be playing out. So I'm just gonna probably stand on the sidelines. But yeah, my stop loss will be a little bit above this 61% fib level, and this is a nice 3-to-1 risk to reward trade. So yes, I'm still looking for sales on AJ, and that's the only yen pair right now besides USDJPY that I'm looking at because everything else is choppy for me. Before I end this video, though, I do want to bring up silver, right? Silver off the tariff announcements dropped 18%. Then we ended up getting this big push to the upside. Now, like I said, when it comes to me trading silver and gold, I only stick to the daily and the 4 hour when it comes to structure. But if we look at the monthly time frame on silver, just look at this fucking wick. It is insane. And then like when you actually take a look at the bigger time frame, you could see that we are still clearly on an uptrend on silver, even though we had an 18% pullback. Right, this was an 18% pullback on silver, and then we go to a weekly time frame. Now we're back within this range, right? So we're still clearly on an uptrend when it comes to silver, right? And I actually took like a nice day trade on silver on Thursday during London session. I had gotten for a buy somewhere around here, and then I ended up taking profit at somewhere around here. So and it actually ended up pushing higher. So yeah, silver for me, I would like to see for silver is if we can go ahead and get some type of pullback into this level. I think I would like to buy here. I would risk a little bit, not going too crazy. Just because it might continue to push down lower. But if we can get a pullback to this level, I would like to buy and then maybe take profit around here or maybe take profit around here. But if that's not the case and we don't end up getting a pullback and it just continue to shoot up from here and it doesn't give me an opportunity to enter, even if we look on a 4 hour time frame, if it doesn't give me opportunity like something like this or something like this, and it just continue to push up, then I would like to get a break above, this 34 level and then some type of retest and then take profit here. So I could add this to my top weekly setup. I could add it. So yeah, I got a couple of things that I'm looking at this week. I think that this week can really be a great week after what we just experienced last week and the week before. So hopefully everything runs smooth. Trump did say that he's put a 90-day pause on doing tariffs on countries besides China and I believe the EU. So if that's the case, then we can see some type of relief in the markets and things could kind of go back to trending normally. And again, we just have to, continue to look out for these crazy tweets that's coming from Trump. So I trust this video will help you. I trust that you're having a great trading year so far. Please make sure you are risking properly. And yeah, go ahead and buy my ebook to help you get a slight edge in this market so you can know how to capitalize and just understand what's going on. Okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video. And Yeah. Peace.